How's it going, everybody? I'm here checking out a new pack today. This is simply Gregtech. It's on the Curse launcher, created by Joel Christensen, based off of two of my absolutely favorite mods, which is Gregtech, obviously. This is Gregtech 6, and Rotary Craft from Rekia. And I'm just getting a few things done here at the very beginning, like I normally do. First thing I always do is try to find me some gravel, get me some flint. I don't like the durability on wooden tools. I don't like making a wooden pick or axe in the first place. And as you can see, shovels break very quickly. But if you're lucky, like I was, you can get enough gravel done, get you a piece of flint, make you a flint shovel. And that'll last a lot longer, keep you from having to dig your fingers in the gravel, mess up your manicure, all that good stuff. While you're out, you're going to want to watch for this right here. These are small ores. Some of the most important ones you're going to need to find here early on is going to be coal for creating heat in your firebox, copper, which you will need for tools in creating your first firebox, and lead or bismuth. Either one will work early on for your first firebox. You will also need to go and find some clay or mine some stone. There is a stone crucible that can be used early on, but there's also a hardened clay one that you can make from the very beginning, where you do not need a stone one. And I need to turn up the brightness just a little bit here, as you guys probably cannot see much of anything. It is getting to be nighttime, so all the bad nasties are going to be coming out. And I am one short on enough flint to make me a pickaxe at the moment, which I really want to get before I start digging my butt into a cave. I haven't found me, oh, that didn't work. I haven't found me a cave yet, so I might have to dig me one. There's my third flint I needed. Let's see if I can get a couple more before this shovel wears out or all of these bad guys get to me. Hoping he's on the other side of this rock pile, which he is, and not smart enough to figure out how to get up here. And I'll show you guys some of the very basics here. The bad thing is he's right around where my crafting table is, and I need to get to that. Well, I have enough wood. I'm going to make me another one, just because it'll be a whole lot easier. You just had to come up here, didn't you? Get away from me. Yeah, just get smacked. Get whacked. Get beaten in the head with a shovel. You can have a little too. Now see what you did. You done broke my shovel. It's just rude. Rude, man, rude. Alright, we're gonna have to go for a little bit of a walk here. Get away from some of these mean, nasty things that aren't very favorable to me right at the moment. And if you know anything about it's a movement mod, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's in here. You can kind of tell from the way I'm swimming. Smart moving, that's what it's called. Kind of making a weird sound. I don't know very much about it. Never really used it. But I kind of like the way it's working for the swimming part here. Basically what we need to do, like I said, is get some clay or get some cobble. Get away from all these mean, nasty things that want to do me harm at the moment. Which usually means I just got to keep moving. It's really hard to fight them when you ain't got any weapons, and I got to get somewhere I can make some weapons, which means I got to get away from these guys to do so. Alright, looks like we're clear for the moment. So let's make us a pickaxe. There we go. So now we have a pickaxe. There's also the Et Fortuna mod in here, which is what brings 1.8 and maybe even 1.9 things to the 1.7.10 version, which is kind of nice. You'll get some of the different looking zombie villagers. There are special, yeah, you can just go away there, buddy. You guys probably aren't going to see very well here for just a second. Get me enough stone here. If I can find some that's not either chisel or Et Fortunum stuff here. And actually, you know what? I have that coal right there. That'll do what I need. I need to make me a torch. And you can make torches with impure piles of coal dust. There we go. Now, this here is a magnetite vein. You'll have magnetite, you'll have gold, and you'll have vanadium magnetite. Very nice stuff to have early on to get you iron from. In every Gregtech series I have done, that has been my default. It is easiest to process. You'll learn that Gregtech changes the iron processing. It will take multiple sources of iron to create an iron ingot, and you also need dark ash to do so. Now, there is also pyrite, which does not need the dark ash. It's a little bit harder to find, and it has some extra special little ways that it has to be processed as well. You have to watch your heat very, very closely with it. With this, all you need is some dark ash, and you are good to go. So that's why I prefer the magnetite. You also have limonite, which works the same way as this, just different on the ratios. And you have banded iron, which will actually need a type of marble to get calcite from to process. So you want to grab some of this, Now, I need to make me a furnace. And that's gravel dummy. This here, I do believe, is the crafting craft mod. Which, if it is, I absolutely love it for that. I'm just getting to know that mod. I've never used it before, never even seen it before. But I definitely like the way that works right there. Now, one thing that a lot of people usually give me strife about not using, I'm going to show you right now. It's an easy way to get flint early on from gravel. I typically use gravel to build my roads, so I collect a lot of gravel early on to make my roads with and then get my flint from that. But seeing as how I'm trying to show you guys this pack a little bit, show you a little bit of the early on of Gregtech, I figure I will show this time and let you guys see how to get flint a little bit easier than having to dig up every piece of gravel in your world. And I don't know what in the world that noise just was, but I really don't like it. So you put those around there, flint up the center, you get yourself a mortar. Your gravel in there, and you'll get 12 pieces out of it, and it will break. But then you have plenty to make you more tools with. So I can now make me an axe, and I will make myself a sword. And I think I know what that noise is out there. I do believe that is one of them androids from another mod that he added. Yes, it is. That is a rogue android from the Matter Overdrive mod. Let's see if we can kick this guy's butt here. I know these guys can hit pretty hard. I really don't want to get knocked out by him. Alright, so we got that. We can now come out here in the nice daytime. Now, one thing that Greg has added is with that mortar, you will need to use that if you're going to make sugar from sugar cane. You can't just craft it. You have to use a mortar and pestle to break it down. You'll also notice that there was a beehive back there, so we do have forestry in this pack. And as you can see from these, we have Pam's Harvest Craft as well to give you some food to play around with. And in case you didn't know, you can right click on them like I was right there, and that'll pick up the entire garden so you don't have all kinds of wacky things in your inventory clogging it up. This is the banded iron I was talking about. I'm going to skip over that for right now because I really don't need it and don't have the stuff to process it properly. This is going to be bauxite, which is a good way of getting aluminum. Definitely want to keep your eye out for some of those veins. We'll definitely need those pretty early on. Chalcopyrite, that is a form of copper. It will not smelt down one for one. Just like the iron, you will need a couple of them. Nice thing is that NEI will show you all of your different recipes for what they will do. So if we look up chalcopyrite here, hit U. You can smelt it for 2 nuggets. Eventually you can do these nice things with a centrifuge. And then also galena, which is lead, will give you 3 lead, or you can use centrifuge and electrolyzer on it as well. And oh yeah, crushed chalcopyrite. You will see if you smelt it, you will also get 2. You will not have to break it down first. Let's see if we can find a bit more here. Definitely want to grab the magnetite and any and all lead that we can find. And you will pick up these impure pile of stone dust. Really don't need them. I am a very saving type of person when it comes to things that I break in the world, but that is one thing I most definitely always toss, because stone dust will usually never become an issue. You will have tons and tons and tons of it. And it looks like I am picking up so many things already that I'm going to need to set me up a place to make me a chest and settle a little bit. This doesn't look like too bad a place. We got cows here, mountains for looking around for ores. Now with Gregtech 6, these mountainous areas where you don't have grass are a great place to look for your early on ores, your small ores here. And that one back there was regular copper. That will smelt 1 for 1. You also have ores in sand and in gravel. So you can look around in rivers and on beaches for ores as well. You can see those little black spots right there. I'll guarantee that's another magnetite vein. Here's some cassiterite, which is tin. You'll see right here we got sand magnetite, more sand magnetite, and sand gold. Those will take a sifter. There is a manual and electric version. You cannot smelt them until you get the sand out of the ore or the ore out of the sand. Ooh, that's a nice vein right there. There's coal. That is where you'll be getting your dark ash from. So that is a good vein to have early on where you can find it. Luckily they spawn right near sea level, so usually not too hard to find. I'm going to go ahead and set me up a place to tuck in and make me a chest. I may actually be playing this pack. If y'all would be interested in seeing that, let me know. I kind of like the look of it and the mods that he's put together here. So I'm seriously thinking about doing so. So let me know what you think. And I will see you later. I'm going to make a chest and find a place to hunker down a bit. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.